Good morning, y'all. So welcome to the vlog. If you are new here, I think for this video it is especially important for me to just give a little introduction, a little bit of a disclaimer. I have a chronic GI illness called intestinal dysmotility. There may be more wrong with me, we don't know yet, but that's what we know so far, and we have not optimized treatment yet. So I'm just eating what I can. It is pretty limited, and a lot of it is going to be liquids or soups or smoothies or things like that, and I know that I'm probably not eating enough calories and I'm probably not getting enough nutrition at this point in my treatment. So please do not copy what I'm eating. Please do not think that I'm saying you should eat this. I'm literally just showing what I'm eating and what I'm going through to document this so that we have a document of it, and maybe sharing this will help other people with similar issues. So yeah. Welcome to a week in the life with my symptoms. I'm about to go into the kitchen and eat my breakfast. This is later than I wanted to sleep in, honestly, but I must have needed the sleep. It's also a 3-day weekend, so I'm just gonna go with it. But the first thing that I need to do as soon as I wake up is to drink a little bit of water and take my Linzess. I take 290 milligrams, which is the maximum dose. And after I take it, I have to wait 30 minutes before I eat anything or like drink anything besides water. The next 30 minutes I can't eat anything, but I'll just be chilling and waiting until I can. Okay, so it is 11:30 right now, so I can actually have real food. So this is what I'm eating for my first, I hesitate to say meal, but it's gonna be my first meal of the day. I'm having some grape juice. Concord organic grape juice is my favorite juice in the world. So I'm just having 1 cup of that. And then I'm also having some crackers, and I love these crackers. They're almond flour crackers. I discovered them when I was gluten-free. I am no longer gluten-free, but I still love these crackers. So I'm having some of these Simple Mills cheddar crackers, and I'm also having some of these Simple Mills red pepper crackers, and I'm having like 1 serving of each flavor, and then they're just in this little container. So something that I also want to do in this video is to show like how the foods are making me feel, or kind of what I'm going through while I'm eating them. Obviously on days that I work, I can't do this during the day, but I'll do it at night. So as far as the crackers, I just finished all the crackers. Those are really good. The cheddar ones were better than the sun-dried tomato ones, so I'll probably just stick to buying the cheddar ones in the future. And then this is where I am with the juice. I have a little bit of juice left, but I'm starting to feel kind of like really full, and like, oh my gosh, this is too much food. I'm starting to like really feel uncomfortable, so I'm gonna try to finish and like push through this. I think I will finish it, but that's where I am with the juice. And yeah, we're gonna finish this juice, push through, but I'm starting to get nauseous and just feel like so full. The nausea is just like coming in so hard. I'm just like staring at this juice, but I just cannot even have a sip. So I'm gonna take a break and do something else, and I might come back to finishing the juice later on. So it is 1 o'clock now. I've just been doing some writing, because actually I am a writer. I don't talk about it much on the channel, but I'm a writer, so I've been doing some writing, and I'm about to finish this juice finally, like an hour and a half after I started this juice. I'm definitely not hungry enough to have lunch yet, so I'm just gonna have a little bit of candy. I have this tiny little bowl of gummies, and I got them at Trader Joe's. They're my favorite gummies. They're the only lobsters. So they're basically like just the red version of their like Swedish fish type candy. Okay, so it's about 3-ish, and I'm gonna make some lunch, and I'm gonna have some vegetable soup. So I'm starting out with this, which is my absolute favorite soup. It's red pepper and tomato, favorite tomato soup. And then I also made some soup, and I'm gonna kind of combine them, and then I'm gonna microwave it. Yeah, this is the soup that I made. It's like a bunch of vegetables, beef, bone broth, some lentils, and then some garlic, and then we're gonna add it to this. This is the final result. I added some Parmesan cheese, and you can see it's just like the tomato soup with like the extra other soup and veggies in it. And then I'm going to add some sriracha on top, and this is gonna be my lunch. So it's about 5 o'clock now, and I'm just having little snacks. So I've gotten really into putting lime in my ice water. So I'm having lime ice water, just literally lime juice and water. And then I'm also having this peach granola bar. I've never had this before, so I don't know if it'll be good, but that's what I'm having for my snack. Okay, so it is 8:30, which is a little later than I would normally eat dinner, but also I woke up kind of late this morning, so it kind of works out. I'm not really hungry at all, but I'm going to try to eat, and I just kind of made dinner, but I feel like it's way too much food, so we will see. Robert got dinner at this place called BB's Chicken, and I went with him because I normally go with him on the weekends or at night if he's gonna go out, because it's just fun to hang out with him. And I had like 2 sweet potato fries, and that was all that I had with him there, and then we went on a little walk. It's been a good evening, but now I gotta try to eat eat, and I'm very nervous. I wanted to finish like all the soup that was in here, and then I put tomato soup, this soup that I had before. I put the tomato soup on top, and I just feel like it is just way too much, but we'll give it a try. So yeah, I'm going to throw some Parmesan cheese on top of it, and then probably just like watch something, and this will probably take like an hour to eat if I can eat it. So I'm just sitting on the couch eating my soup, and I just want to note that it is really, really hard to eat this right now. Like I'm just having these waves of nausea, like every bite is really hard to eat. It's really frustrating because this is like really good nutrition that I really need, and my body's just like freaking out. Like I think the fact that the bowl is so full is giving me a lot of anxiety because I just get intimidated by thinking that I can't finish it. So I maybe should have done a smaller portion, but that's just a lesson for next time. I guess just it might look small to some of you, but it's a larger portion for me and my stomach. It can sometimes like be emotionally intimidating. So it's like 9:30 and I have like half of the soup left, and I'm trying to finish it, but I don't know how that's gonna go. I have this chocolate bar that I haven't eaten any yet. Like it's just like I have half a chocolate bar. I might eat this and then come back to the soup, just like get like 100 extra calories into me. So yeah, I'm just gonna eat half of this chocolate bar and then we'll finish the soup hopefully, and then that'll be the night. So I'm kind of realizing that like the soup that I have left is cold and I'm gonna have to reheat it, and I just don't want to reheat it. I don't want to like push myself to eat anymore. Like I'm just gonna call that half of a Hershey's bar my dessert, and we will just tackle real food another day. Not that that's not real food, but like food that has a higher nutritional value another day. I tried with the soup, and that's the best I could do. So that's the day. I'm gonna say goodnight. That's all I'm gonna eat today. Good morning. So it is July 4th. I managed to get up earlier today. Yay! So it is actually 9:30, and I'm gonna take my Linzess, drink some water, and then probably around 10, I will have my first meal of the day. And in case you're curious, this is what the pill looks like. So it's a little after 10 o'clock right now, and I think for this morning's breakfast, I'm going to make a smoothie with strawberry and banana. So I'll show you how I do that. I've been experimenting a lot with what I use for the base of my smoothies. Sometimes I use yogurt, sometimes I use milk, sometimes I use ice cream because, you know, sometimes you just need a milkshake. But this morning I'm actually gonna use this. This is kefir. I get the little mini ones, like that they're just single serving. And so I'm gonna put 2 of these in the blender, and then I'm gonna add some frozen fruit. It's actually more than I thought it would be for 2, but I guess we're gonna have a big smoothie this morning. So as far as the frozen fruit goes, I have some of these bananas from Wegmans. There's not like a whole lot left in the bag, as you can see, but I'm gonna put those in. And then I'm also gonna do some of these frozen strawberries that are also from Wegmans, and then we'll blend it all up. So that's like the final amount in the blender before I blend it. So this is how much smoothie I have. So I'm gonna do a taste test because I've never made them with kefir before. It's so good, so good. This might be my new favorite smoothie base ever. So kefir, strawberry kefir, and strawberry smoothie. 10 out of 10. On to my second cup, and I do not feel at all terrible yet, so I'm really excited. This is really, really good. So we're kind of getting to the end of the smoothie, so I'm just gonna pour the rest of this in here. And yeah, there we go. I'm starting to get kind of full, so I'm gonna drink this really slowly while I do some meal prep for the week. I've taken out some vegetables. So I have some carrots, some white potatoes, and some sweet potatoes. And I'm trying to roast these for like lunches for the rest of the week, and I'm still working on my smoothie. As I'm cutting these vegetables up, I'm realizing that I don't actually have as many vegetables as I thought that I had. So I think once I get these cut up and it gets closer to like lunchtime and Robert starts to like wake up and stuff, I think we're probably gonna do some grocery shopping together, and then I can get more potatoes and then actually roast these. This smoothie is just a struggle to finish because I'm just full and I'm struggling, but I cut up everything and this is what it looks like all cut up, and I added some garlic as well. So I just want to, whenever I go to the store, get enough vegetables to like fill it all the way up, but this is a good start. So it is almost 12 o'clock right now, and I finally did finish the smoothie, and now I feel so sick. Just so nauseous, so uncomfortable. I feel so sick. Like I don't want to move. I feel like I might throw up at any moment. It is not a good time. Do not recommend. Yeah, I like smoothies, but like because they have raw fruit in them, it can sometimes be tricky. But I'm so glad I ate it. It was delicious, but now I'm gonna feel sick for a while. So it is about 2 o'clock right now and we just got back from the grocery store. I have not eaten anything besides the smoothie because I'm still feeling really nauseous and really sick. I think I'm gonna make some tea though, and I have found a recipe for like a de-bloat tea that's supposed to help with digestion on Instagram. So I think I'm gonna try to make that this afternoon, as well as just do meal prep for part of the week and just make some yummy food for dinner. But I'm gonna show you what we got from the store first. Just like super quick: apples, potatoes, frozen bananas, broccoli, more potatoes, onions, garlic, peppers, kefir, carrots, lemons, cereal, yogurt, fresh mint, more potatoes, tea, pasta, ice cream bars, beans, white wine for cooking, tomato soup, cream, milk, frozen fruit, cheese, ginger, fennel. And yeah, that looks like everything we got. Oh, we actually got one more thing of potatoes, and then in this bag there is a whole bunch of pork belly because I'm making a recipe with it tonight, but I'm not gonna unwrap it while it's on the table. So yeah, the cooking is well and truly underway. It's now 3 o'clock, but I'm gonna have like a snack since I'm not up to lunch. I'm just having one of these peach granola bars, and that'll be my snack. Alrighty, so it is 4 o'clock now. I've got a few things going, like cooking wise, and I've made a bit of a mess trying to make this de-bloat tea. So I'm gonna show you what I got going on. So here we have a bunch of mint, ginger that I've peeled and cut up. I juiced 2 lemons. I have some fennel seeds that are supposed to go in it. I have some apple cider vinegar that's supposed to be in it. I'm making 2 jars of it. So these are my 2 jars, and each of these has quite a few tea bags in it. So basically my idea was I did 2 dandelion tea bags in each jar and 2 peppermint tea bags in each jar, and then I did 1 lemon balm tea bag in each jar. So this is what they look like with all the stuff in it. You can see the fennel seeds and everything, and I'm about to add the water. It is steeped. It smells interesting. This is the one that has been steeping the longest, like the mint is kind of darker. I have this little cup that actually has a strainer on the top, so I'm gonna pour it in and strain it and let you guys know how it tastes. Okay, so I have this whole cup of it now. I might even drink this whole jar of this tea, honestly, because it just tastes really, really good. It tastes very medicinal, but like in a comforting, minty, lemony, vinegary way that I personally really enjoy. So I'll probably drink the whole jar, and then I'll have a jar for tomorrow, which will be awesome. And I thought I would show you what I made for Robert, since I will not be eating this, so you will not see this in the video past this moment where I made it for Robert for some of his meals for the week. So this is peppers and potatoes and herbs and sausage, onions and garlic. And he loves this, and we're putting it in the fridge for the Robert. Alrighty, so it is 6:30 and Robert and I are going to eat dinner. And so this is my plate. It is a smaller plate. That's a normal size plate, and this is my plate. I have pasta with cheese and butter and garlic. I have some pork belly, and I have some broccoli. This is how the roasted vegetables turned out. I'm not eating those today, but I'll have those later in the week. And this is the rest of the pasta. There's plenty of leftovers, and there's a little bit of leftover broccoli as well. Update on how dinner went. So this is my plate. You can see the only thing that I left was the pork belly. I just don't like meat that much. I always try to like meat, and I'll eat meat sometimes, but I'm just not a big fan of meat. So I had like a couple of bites of the pork belly and I just wasn't feeling it, so I left the rest. I ate all of the broccoli and all of the pasta, and I actually went back for seconds on the pasta, which I didn't film, but I did eat 2 servings of the cheesy pasta. It was super, super good with the butter and the garlic. So, so, so good. I'm feeling very full. I'm like, I might be about to feel sick, but I really want to have one of those ice cream bars that I bought, so I am going to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna have one of these. I've never tried these before. They make like an orange cream bar that if you follow my Insta, you would have seen, and those are really good. So I'm hoping that these will be really good. So it looks like this, and let's try it. Mmm. Extremely good. Alden's Organic makes delicious, delicious desserts. That ice cream bar was so freaking good. I really want to eat a second one, but I'm starting to get nauseous, so I don't want to push it. Because once I feel sick, I will feel sick for like hours and hours and hours. So I don't want to get to that point because I want to have a nice evening. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. So good morning, y'all. It is about 6:30 in the morning on Tuesday, July 5th, and I work the next 4 days of the week. So I'm gonna be showing you what I'm bringing to work for my meals and my snacks. But firstly, I'm gonna take my Linzess, of course, and then I'll show you what I'm bringing. And this is what the Linzess bottle looks like, in case any of you guys are curious. So my first meal of the day is gonna be this container of yogurt with 1 apple on top. And it is a lot of yogurt. It is Greek yogurt, just plain non-fat Greek yogurt. And the reason I have so much Greek yogurt is for the protein. And then this is the roasted vegetables from yesterday. So it's roasted potato, carrot, and garlic. And then this is gonna be my snack. It's the same granola bars that I've been eating just to use them up. They're all right. And then in terms of beverages, we have 2. So we have ice water in this jar. And then in this jar, this is the rest of that de-bloat tea that I made yesterday. This is what I'm bringing, and I will let you know if I eat anything else before dinner. So it is 5:30. I just got home from work, and today actually went pretty well in terms of food. I ate the granola bar at 8 o'clock, and then at 10 o'clock I had the yogurt, and that I had to eat pretty slowly. That took until 11 o'clock to finish eating, and afterwards I did feel a little nauseous and a little overfull, but I got through that. And then by 2 o'clock I had the roasted potatoes, which were super delicious, and those sat really well with me. So it's been like 3.5 hours since I last ate, and I'm going to have, what I've been waiting to have all day, another one of those ice cream bars from last night. I'm obsessed. So I'm gonna have another one, and then I'll let you know when I have dinner. As far as the tea, the de-bloat tea, I drank that the entire morning. It was super delicious, just as good cold as it is warm. And then here is the obligatory shot of me eating this. Oh, so good. So good. So I finished that popsicle. It was super good, and honestly, so this box only comes with 3 popsicles. Well, it's more like ice cream bars, I guess I would say. Only comes with 3, so I only have 1 left, but I really want it, and I'm not feeling sick at all right now, so I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna eat a second one, and it may mean that I'm not up for dinner, but I don't care. I really want this other ice cream bar, so we're doing it. We're eating it. It's gonna be so good. All right, last ice cream bar of the package. So sad, but so good. Stop putting your foot in the frame. Stop. Stop. So I'm not gonna lie, I feel a teeny bit sick now, but totally worth it. Would do it again. If there was a 3rd bar, I'd probably eat it. These bars are so freaking good. These Alden's organic people know what they're doing with ice cream. Just, so good. Alrighty, so I definitely did eat too much ice cream, but I'm gonna own it, and I'm still gonna try to have dinner with Robert. So we're getting that ready right now. We are having leftovers from last night, and we're actually gonna have some wine with it tonight, which we meant to have wine with it last night, but we forgot. Right, so as far as the wine, Robert got it open, because he's got that kind of thing. And this is the wine that we have, so hopefully it will be good. And then we just put in these little glasses. So we're having 2, well, we're each having 1 small glass of wine, and I'll show you our food. So I only have pasta with cheese and broccoli because I just didn't like the pork belly, so I'm just abandoning it. And then Robert has pork belly, pasta and cheese, and broccoli. And then we actually still have more pasta and 1 extra pork belly, but we've eaten all the broccoli at this point. So yep, that's gonna be our dinner. Alrighty, so I'm really happy right now because I was actually able to finish my whole dinner. So plate is clean, and I'm actually not feeling bad at all. So I would say this is a great stomach day, so yay. And I even got to drink this delicious wine, which was super awesome. And I don't want to like push it and eat too much, but I did take out a few of one of my favorite candies. I like peach rings a lot, so I have this little bowl of peach rings. It's very small, maybe like 8 in here. And I'm not sure how many I'm gonna eat, but this will be my little dessert. I'll have, you know, however many feels right, however many feels okay. And that'll be the night. But yeah, I would say this was a successful food day. I ate like 3 meals, plus snacks, you know, ice cream, and it was an awesome day. I don't feel too sick, so I'm saying very successful day, and hopefully tomorrow will be just as good. We will see. So talk to you guys tomorrow. I know I said I was done vlogging, but last little update. Finished the peach rings, yay, and I'm making more of that tea that I made yesterday. So tea bags and herbs and everything are in here. And then I have another one that I can't really lift up because I already have it steeping. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make this maybe a daily thing. We will see. Well, I won't make it every day, but maybe drink it every day. I don't know if it helps, but I really like the way it tastes, so. Also, Robert is making a s'more in the background. He loves s'mores, so he's making a s'more. Alrighty, good morning, y'all. It is Wednesday morning, and I've already taken my Linzess, but I'm just gonna quickly show you what I'm taking with me for my food at work today. So to start, we have Greek yogurt, and this time I've like put it in a separate container, and I've added some cinnamon and some honey on top. And then we have a larger container of fruit this time, and it has 1 apple, a little bit of lemon juice, and then some frozen raspberries that have thawed. And then again we have the roasted potatoes and other root vegetables. And then we have a new granola bar. These are really good, again made by Simple Mills, gluten-free, and I quite like these, so I thought I'd mix it up and bring one of these. And then we have the herbal tea that I made last night. And then this is going to be full of ice water. I haven't filled it up yet. So I will talk to you guys tonight when I eat my dinner. So I just got home from work. As you can see, I'm still wearing my work uniform. As far as food, I was able to eat everything that I brought. I don't remember the exact times that I ate certain things, but I spaced all of my meals out by 2 hours. So then now I'm not necessarily hungry, but kind of feeling snack. I just love ice cream bars, okay? You can't judge me for it. I freaking love them. So I'm going to have one of these orange cream bars. They're lighter than the other ones, only 90 calories each. So they're not like all ice cream, like part ice cream, part sherbet. And I'm gonna have one and then see how I feel, and then I'll probably have a light dinner. One of my co-workers' wives, who's super sweet and she's super nice, I told her I was having trouble getting enough protein, and so she brought me this protein granola that I really want to try. So dinner is probably going to be protein granola. This is the shot of what it looks like. It's like a really pretty swirl and it tastes really good. So this is my snack. So it's 6:30 now, so it's about an hour since I had the popsicle. I had to let it settle for a little bit because I did throw up some of it, but I really want to try this granola, so I'm still going to try this granola. So I'm having the granola with regular milk because I actually just like regular milk. Regular whole milk is my thing. And then this is how much granola I have, and it's that high protein cinnamon walnut. So I'll let you know how it is. And this is how much milk I put. I just like a little bit of milk. So I'm very conflicted right now because I'm nauseous. I feel like I was feeling good after the granola, and now I'm starting to get nauseous. But I really want another bowl of granola, and so I'm so conflicted because I just want to eat it. I think I'm gonna take the risk and eat it and see what happens. All right, here is bowl number 2. I did a little less this time, so hopefully it'll be okay. I did finish the second bowl of granola, and I was fine for like 10 minutes, and then I threw up some of my granola back into the bowl that I had. So I'm not gonna show you the bowl. Yeah, I think when you have this condition, or at least for me, I will literally throw up anywhere. Like, just, it just happens. It was a good dinner. I definitely pushed myself to my upper limit in terms of like stomach capacity today because I've thrown up a few times today. I definitely should not eat anything more today, and I will not eat anything more today. So I stood up off the couch and I realized that I was super bloated, and a lot of times I don't notice that I'm bloated because I'm bloated so often that it just is my normal. But this is pretty epic, so I thought I would show it to you. So you can tell from the front, honestly, like, I just look so pregnant and it's so hard and like distended. But then when I turn to the side, oh my lord. This is just such a situation. This is life with intestines that don't work. Like literally it just looks so round. Look, I could have like a maternity photo shoot right now. So I'm in the office right now editing the video. I don't know why I changed shirts again. I just changed shirts again. I don't really know why. But I'm in so much pain. Like, I should not have eaten that second serving of granola. I definitely should not have. But I just really wanted it, and like, I know my body needs it. Like, I know that I'm, like, the crazy thing about this illness is like, I eat so much less than I usually would ever eat. Like, a year or two ago, I would not eat this much limited food. And like, whenever I feel like I can eat more or like have the desire to eat more, then I will. But this is like some of the consequences that I face, and I'm just in so much pain, and I've thrown up so many times, and that granola does not taste good on the way back up. it just tastes really bad on the way back up, I'm sorry to say. So does not pass the pleasant to throw up test at all. Thought I would pop in here and share this just because I'm trying to show the reality of this illness, and this is part of it. So y'all, I'm not doing okay. Like, I regret that second bowl of granola so much. I keep throwing up, and like the nausea will just get so bad. Like, I'll get nauseous and nauseous and nauseous. I'll be in so much pain, and then I'll throw up, and then it will start the cycle over again. It's just miserable. So I have Zofran. I don't normally take it, but I'm going to take it tonight. So this will be the last thing I eat today. I'm taking some Zofran, and hopefully this will help my situation because I am completely miserable. I'm tired of throwing up. I'm just in so much pain, and this is not a good time. This is not a good time. Alrighty, so it is Thursday morning after the debacle that was last night. I don't really want to eat. I know that I need to eat, but I really don't want to eat. So I'm gonna take my Linzess and see what happens. I'm doing a half day today because I work the weekend, and I decided my half day would be having the morning off. So I'm not gonna be going to work until 12, although I have other errands and whatnot that I need to get done. So I'm still gonna be prepping my food. Alrighty, so it is 8 o'clock right now. Honestly, I've been prepping my food for the day, and even just smelling the food that I'm prepping is making me super nauseous. So it's gonna be a struggle to get anything down this morning, but I'm gonna try to have this Chobani lime yogurt, and then I'm also gonna try to have this chocolate bar. Linnea, why are you having a chocolate bar for breakfast? Because the thought of it doesn't make me nauseous, and it's high in calorie for the volume, so I'm hoping it will sit okay. For the rest of my food for the day, it's kind of haphazard. So first off, we have a really big container of fruit. For some reason, fruit sounded really good to me today, so I have 2 apples in here, some lemon juice, and then some frozen raspberries that are thawing. In this container, I just have plain white bread with peanut butter, so it's a peanut butter sandwich. And then over here, in case I need a snack, I have some graham crackers. And yeah, I'm trying to keep it like really bland in terms of the flavors, and hopefully it will be okay on my stomach today. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you how trying to eat went. I was able to finish the yogurt. The keylime Chobani yogurt is super delicious. I highly recommend it. And then in terms of the chocolate bar, I ate exactly half of it, and that was all that I could handle. I wanted to finish it just to get the extra calories in me because I am gonna be out and about this whole morning, but I could only eat half of it. So that's where we are. I only ate half of it. That's gonna have to be good enough. So I just got home from work, and Robert and I are gonna go see Thor tonight on opening night, so we're really excited about it. But I wanted to go ahead and give you my food update for the day. I don't wanna say it's been a bad day, because when I don't eat or eat like a lot less, I actually feel better because I don't have as many symptoms. So I've felt fine today. I just haven't eaten very much, and I will show you what I ate. So when I came home from work, I did actually finish this Hershey's bar that I started in the morning. So this has been finished. But as far as what I ate at work, I did not eat any of these graham crackers, didn't eat a single one. I also did not eat this peanut butter sandwich, didn't have a single bite of it. The only food that I brought that I ate was the fruit, and even the fruit was super hard for me to eat. It took me like 2 hours to eat all of it. It was just a huge struggle, and I was super bloated and uncomfortable afterwards. And honestly, when I have days like this, I don't actually get hungry, which is kind of weird. I just don't get hungry, and I just don't really eat as much. And when I do eat, it's just super hard, and even if it's a food I like, I have to like push myself to eat it. But we are gonna go to the movie like in like an hour or so, so I have to eat something. And what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna have 1 or 2 of those ice cream bars and just call it a day. So this is ice cream bar number 1. I'll let you know if I have more than one. I probably will. And this is popsicle number 2. All right, so I ended up eating the rest of the bars. So I had 3 bars. The box only comes with 4, and I had 1 yesterday, and then I had 3 today. I do want to clarify though, these are a lot lighter and like lower in like fat and calories than the regular ice cream bars. These are only 90 calories per bar, and the reason why I'm clarifying that is for just context, because I don't want you to think that like I could have eaten 3 like actual ice cream bars because I definitely couldn't. You saw what happened when I ate 2. I was really sick. That is dinner, and that'll be the rest of what I eat today. We're gonna go see the movie, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay, so today is Friday, and I want to say a couple of things. I'm feeling very frustrated. Last night was really difficult because I didn't eat really anything substantial the entire day. Didn't really have any protein at all. It was just on a good day of substantial food, and even though I didn't feel hungry, my blood sugar was just so low, and I didn't really know how low my blood sugar was because I didn't feel hungry. So I went to see Thor, and then Thor was so good. It was amazing. And so because Thor was so good, we wanted to go out and celebrate. And so we went to downtown Franklin, and we went to this bar that we like. I got 1 drink. Literally 1 drink, but like I was immediately so drunk that I could barely walk. Like my legs felt numb. I've never been that drunk in my entire life. Like, and it was 1 drink. And so like my legs felt numb, like I was delirious. I felt ill, just like so ill. I ended up having to take Zofran last night because of how ill I felt just from 1 drink. And then I was afraid to eat. Like I got home and I knew I was sick because of my blood sugar, but I still didn't want to eat anything because of how much I've been throwing up. So then I just didn't eat anything, and I just took Zofran and I hope for the best. I'm not hungover because I drank a lot of water when I got home. Like I drank like tons and tons and tons of water before I went to sleep, so that definitely helps. I do have a bit of a headache, so I might be a little bit hungover from 1 drink, so I'm gonna take some ibuprofen, and then I'm going to eat a bowl of cereal. I don't normally eat before work because I'm not supposed to eat after taking the Linzess or whatever, but I'm gonna make an exception today and just have something substantial in my stomach before I go to work. Yeah, it's just a moment of frustration because I was so sick last night over like something that should have just been a fun thing, and so that was really saddening to me. And also I haven't pooped in like 3 days, so that's also really frustrating. Like it's been teeny amounts, like if I poop at all. And that's also frustrating because I'm on Linzess, so I'm eating as much like fiber and water as I can, and my intestines just aren't working. So you saw me buy this earlier in the week, but this is the cereal that I'm having. This is how much I'm having. I'm also gonna have it with whole milk as I normally would. Then I'm gonna bring this to work, which is just that yogurt. Gonna bring the graham crackers that I didn't eat yesterday. I'm gonna bring this container of like assorted frozen fruit. I just kind of threw this together. It's mostly raspberries with some strawberries and some pineapple. And then this is some of those roasted vegetables that I made last weekend. I still have a lot of them after I put the milk on. So I finished the cereal. I didn't eat all the milk, but I ate like all the cereal that was in the milk, and I'm already feeling incredibly sick. I'm just really nauseous. This is the really confusing and frustrating thing about this illness that I really want y'all to understand from this video, is that it doesn't matter how hungry I am or how much I need the food, I can only eat very limited amounts before I get really sick. I have come home for my lunch break. I don't always do this, but I live close enough to work right now that I can do it. So I'm home for lunch. Opted on food. I have not eaten anything since the cereal this morning because my intestines chose violence. It's been a very uncomfortable morning. One of the things about Linzess that I really don't like is that it makes like my bowels super unpredictable, and it causes just terrible times. Like it can cause on like days like today, like I was in so much pain, like felt like my intestines were like burning and I was super crampy, and there were just all kinds of different poop coming out of me that was just terrible. Like it went from all the way from hard to like buckets of water coming out my ass, and I was in the bathroom for like almost the whole morning. I almost pooped my pants at one point, like literally like like a second away from pooping my pants, which never happens to me. It was just freaking terrible. And the Linzess does that to me. Like I don't, like ever since being on the higher dose of Linzess, supposedly it cleared my stool burden, but I never have good bowel movements anymore ever. They're either like sludgy or liquidy or hard. Like it's never good. It is never good. It's never pleasant. And like I hate pooping now. It's just a terrible experience. But I have to stay on this dose of Linzess because it's supposedly helping me, and I'm still having symptoms, so I'm kind of stuck taking it. But yeah. It was like after not really pooping for 3 days, my body was like, everything must go right now while you are at work. And it wasn't just like the bathroom stuff that was bothering me, it was like all the pain and like cramping and just like so much pain in between it. It was freaking terrible. So I haven't eaten anything since the cereal at like 6 a.m. and it's now like almost 2 o'clock. But I'm gonna have the graham crackers that I had packed. I'll make them at home and then I'll go back to work and I'll let you know if I eat anything else later today. Alrighty, so I thought I would update that I finished the graham crackers and I feel pretty nauseous now, honestly. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to eat any of the other food that I packed, but maybe I will. I don't know, I don't feel good now. And that was just from some graham crackers, so my body's just not with it today. Alrighty, so it is 6 o'clock and I am home from work and I did not eat any of the other food that I had packed. So did not eat the yogurt, did not eat the berries, did not eat the potatoes. I just couldn't eat any of it. I was just way too nauseous the entire rest of the day. And yeah, I just was way too nauseous. So I'm gonna hope that dinner goes better. Robert and I are gonna go to this, it's like a really cool restaurant that just opened up in downtown. It's not downtown, it's actually really close to where we used to live in Durham. And it's called Aperitif, and they have cocktails and really cool desserts, but they also have like light dinner items. And they have a lot of really small plates. So I'm hoping that I can get something that will be like not intimidating to eat and that'll be a good portion for me. So we're gonna go there for dinner and see how it goes. Okay, so I feel it's like 8 o'clock now. I feel really nauseous, so I'm definitely not eating anything else tonight. But Robert and I had a great time at Aperitif. We basically decided to share everything and we got like smaller portions of things, so I didn't feel overwhelmed and it was just really delicious. So we got a charcuterie board to share that had like 3 different kinds of cheese and 2 different kinds of meat. There were 2 different kinds of like crackers and all these different spreads and walnuts and pickles, and it was so good. And Robert and I shared that. It was delicious. Every bite was so good. And the bites were small, which was perfect for me. And then we got this other thing that we probably won't order again because like the second thing that we got was just really small portions for what the price was. But it was like a cucumber and cheese and like bacon like skewer thing, and they were tasty, but they just didn't seem worth it to us. But we each had 2 of those and they were super light. And then for dessert we each got 1 cream puff and they were so freaking good. And it was nice just to have a really small dessert that I didn't feel overwhelmed by, and also that I wasn't tempted to eat too much of. So I'm hopefully not gonna throw up tonight, and hopefully I'll just feel nauseous. Today is Saturday, July something, I think the 9th, and I wasn't gonna film today, but I want to film this piece because I really want to document what's going on right now. So the only thing that I had eaten today was this tall flat white from Starbucks that my coworker got for me. Even though they were not working today, they got it for me and brought it to the office before I got there, which was super nice. So I had this, and then the saga of the key lime yogurt and berries continues. I actually combined them and I was like, oh, I'm gonna eat this for my food at work today, which I know it's not much, but this is what I thought I could handle today. And I stared at it for hours and hours trying to get myself to eat it, and I was just too scared of getting sick and being in pain and throwing it up that I couldn't eat it. And the smell of it started to make me nauseous, and it just didn't happen. So my blood sugar got like super low and it was just not a good time. And so I guess the flare is continuing. I hope it's better by tomorrow because I'm gonna start the next week of vlogs tomorrow and do meal prep, and I want to be motivated for that, but we'll see. So what I'm gonna do now is I got these. Okay, I'm obsessed with Alden's again, okay? They're just so freaking good. So I got these blackberry fruit bars. I just had one to bring my blood sugar up a little bit, and I'm probably gonna eat a few of these slowly throughout the day and try to bring my blood sugar up, and hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. But I just want to document that sometimes during a flare, it becomes super scary to eat, and emotionally and mentally, it's just really hard to overcome. And sometimes you end up staring at yogurt for like 3 hours not eating it. So yeah, if you are going through anything like this, you are definitely not alone. Bye guys.